to show you guys not just one, not two, but 3 recipes. So stay tuned.
This is just a technique to cut it finely.
We'll just mix it roughly.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for showing us love on our previous videos. It means a lot. And having said that,
Today it's a very special video. Since it's Valentine's week, it's all about the love. We are taking you guys along in our kitchen, as you can see. So it is going to be the Cook With Us video, and today we are going to prepare my favorite cuisine, which is Italian, and we're going to show you guys not just one, not two, but 3 recipes. So stay tuned.
yeah, so before that, every month we are going to put one cooking video. As we said, today it would be Italian cuisine, and that's especially for the Valentine. So hope you all guys enjoy the Valentine week.
And I just hope that you guys will enjoy and love the recipe, and also try to make it for your own self, or for your special someone, or for your mom, your dad. Since we are all stuck at home, why not make it special for our loved ones by making something for them and cheer them up. So in today's video, for the entree, we are going to make a bruschetta.
Yeah, in Spanish it is also called tapas.
To go on the side, we're just making a fresh salad. And for the main course, we're thinking of making the creamy spaghetti pasta, which is my personal favorite, and I just can't wait to make it for you guys. Without any further ado, let's jump right into the video and let's get cooking. Bruschetta is basically bread loaf with tomato, basil and a garlic olive oil sauce. So for that you just need very few ingredients, and it gets ready really quickly, and trust me, it's the most yummiest thing. So for that, the ingredients that you would need, since we're making for 2 people, we are taking 2 tomatoes, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 to 4 basil leaves and a loaf of French baguette. You can actually try it with any bread of your choice. So we'll need around 2 to 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Along with it, you need some balsamic vinegar. And for the seasonings, I basically like it to be a bit spicy, so I do use chili flakes, but if you don't like spicy stuff, you can completely ignore it and it would still taste really nice. Some black pepper as per your liking, garlic powder and salt as per taste. So now let's just start making the bruschetta. For that, first we'll start by cutting the bread loaf into bite sizes, and I've kept some water to boil for the tomato just to get rid of the skin.
So we just have to slit like this, so that it would be easy to peel off the skin, and then we have to put this in water.
So you can just let it sit for a minute or 2 so that the skin gets soft, and you can just get rid of it easily. In the meanwhile, we'll just get chopping the garlics and the basil leaves.
So these are basil leaves, so you just have to stack this together and roll it. This is just a technique to cut it finely. And then you just cut it like this so that it stays intact, and then you just chop it off. That's how you get a perfect chopped basil leaf.
So now here we have our tomatoes. The skin is completely taken out. As you can see, the tomato is hard and it still has its shape, which is what we basically have to achieve. Now what are we going to do is cut the eye of the tomato and remove the seeds out, and then we'll go ahead and we'll prepare the filling. And we'll start by adding the tomatoes in the bowl. Then we'll add the garlic. We'll add the freshly chopped basil. We'll just mix it roughly. Now to this, we'll add some couple teaspoons of olive oil, balsamic vinegar, just 1 teaspoon of it. And now we'll season it. Salt as per taste, freshly crushed pepper, and last but not least, chili flakes. Now we just very slightly mix everything up. Now that the filling is ready, I've just kept the oven to preheat at 220 degrees, and I'm going to slightly cover the top with olive oil. Since I do not have a brush, I'm using a spoon, but if you have a brush, it would really be handy. Now I pop them in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes, or until it is golden brown. So the bread seems to be done, looking really nice and golden brown. So now we'll start plating. We'll add the dressing that we had made before. So I'll just put the dressing on the top of the bread. In case you have a party or you have guests coming over and you want to make it, I would advise you to keep the dressing separately. Anyone can take how much ever they want, and also the bread would still stay crunchy. So now I'm just drizzling some balsamic glaze. It's looking delicious and I just can't wait to try it. Here it is. The bruschettas are ready to be served. So here I have heated water in a saucepan, to which I'll add salt. So it's said that the water for the pasta should be as salty as the sea. Don't shy away while adding salt to the pasta water. I'll add some olive oil so that the spaghetti just doesn't stick together to each other.
So now that the water is bubbling, we can put our pasta. So you just have to twist it, put it here and just drop it.
We'll just let the spaghetti boil for around 10 to 12 minutes. I can't let it overcook because then it will get soggy, and pasta should be al dente.
Hey Siri, set the timer for 12 minutes.
Okay, your timer is set for 12 minutes.
We personally like our pasta to be fully loaded with vegetables. So over here I'll add half of yellow peppers and half of red peppers cut into juliennes, half of white onion finely chopped, 4 cloves of garlic finely chopped, few juliennes of zucchini, and here I'll take around 4 to 5 mushrooms and I'll just slice it finely. Here I have some shredded chicken that I'll add to the pasta, and few cherry tomatoes cut into half. And last but not least, I like to add some basil leaves to it. I really love the flavor of basil.
So we have the pasta drained over here. We just have to run it under a cold tap water so that it stops cooking. ये देखिए spaghetti perfectly cooked. अगर इसको आप ओवर कुक करोगे तो बनाने जाओगे पास्ता और बन जाएगा खिचड़ी. फिर बोलना नहीं कि मैंने बताया नहीं.
Now I've kept the saucepan on the stove at medium heat, to which I'll add 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We'll let it heat up a little bit. So first we'll start by adding some garlic along with the onions. We'll saute it slightly. We don't have to cook the onions a lot. We want it to be a bit crunchy.
Okay, then we have to put some capsicums. So once the capsicum is soft, you can put the shredded chicken, which is already cooked a bit.
And yeah, if you're a vegetarian, you can totally skip the chicken. You can add the veggies of your own choice. And if you are a shrimp lover or a prawn lover, you can totally go ahead and add shrimp. I've just kept the flame on high as we're going to put the mushrooms, and we should always cook mushrooms over high heat because it releases water. So we just don't want there to be a lot of water, and we want it to get dried up soon. Mix all the veggies together. Last, we're going to add the zucchini. But I'm also going to put some sweet corn, but it's totally optional. If you don't like it or if you don't have it at home, you can totally skip it, or you can add carrots or any veggies of your choice. I'm chopping some cherry tomatoes into half. Now you can lower the flame since the mushrooms are all done. We will now go and season the vegetables. We'll add pepper, oregano, and a generous amount of red chili flakes. Now just mix it all together. Just add a tiny bit of salt as we have already put salt in the spaghetti. And also when we will be making the sauce, we'll add a bit of salt to that. So this is the wine of our choice. This is essentially a cooking wine. So here I've added around 60 ml of wine. We'll just let it sit for a minute and then we'll move ahead and we will prepare the white sauce. While it's cooking, we're going to enjoy some wine. Cheers. So I would recommend using the same saucepan as there are a lot of flavors in it already and we just don't want to waste it. So we're going to make the sauce in the same saucepan. Hence we're just going to move it and transfer the veggies into a plate. Yeah, the veggies, they're looking delicious. So now we're going to add around 2 tablespoons of butter. Just let it melt. We're going to add around 1.5 teaspoon of plain flour, that is maida. And we are going to mix it thoroughly. Lower the heat a bit so that it doesn't burn. And you have to continue stirring it. You have to do it until you get a nice aroma. Now it's starting to smell really nice, and we'll now go ahead and we'll add around 1 to 1.5 cup of milk. Gradually you can see how it is. Don't forget, you have to keep on mixing it because you don't want any lumps to be formed. You want the flour and the butter to mix really nicely with the milk. As you can see, the sauce is really thick. You can get away with adding a bit more milk. The sauce is already bubbling. That means it's done. To this, I go ahead and I add a bit of cream, which is totally optional. I like mine to be extra creamy, so I'll just add a little bit of the cream. So now that the sauce is completely ready, we'll just go ahead and add everything to it. First, I'll add the vegetables that we had already sauteed. So this is the fun part, just mix it all together with the cream. It looks delicious already. My mouth is watering. Now to this, we'll go ahead and we'll add the spaghetti. So now it's almost ready. I'll just go ahead and sprinkle some basil to it, and I'll top it up with cheese. I'll drizzle some extra virgin olive oil. Switch off the gas. Cover the lid and let it sit for some time till the cheese melts, and then it's ready to be served. Now in the meantime, we'll quickly go and whip up a salad to go on the side, so that we just don't feel guilty on having so much of carbs and so much of cheese.
So next we are going to prepare salad. So here we have rucola, which is called rocket leaves, and then we have here mixed salad, which has spinach and all those greens. So we are going to mix this up, and then along with this we are also going to add some chicken pieces. These are basically nuggets which we are going to pop in the oven, and which I have kept it to preheat. So to add in the salad, we have some black olives, we have the croutons, and then we have this cherry tomatoes. So we will add some greens, rocket leaves. We will mix this up a bit. 2 teaspoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar, salt as per taste, garlic, and sprinkle some pepper to it, and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice to it. We'll add some croutons to the salad. Cut some cherry tomatoes to half. We'll give it a mix. We will put this into our salad. So we have the dressing ready. We will pour this into our salad, and then we will give it a mix. So guys, the salad is ready. So if you want to add some sauce, you can go ahead and add it. You can add a Caesar sauce, mayonnaise, yogurt sauce. So that would add some flavor to it, but then we would prefer it to be plain and simple. So to this we are going to add the balsamic glaze to finish the salad.
So our table is finally ready, and it looks no less than a 5-star restaurant, I must say. It has turned out to be amazing. I really didn't imagine that it would turn out to be so good, but it's looking really nice, and it's something special that you can do too. So please try it your own self.
So since we are in lockdown, this is going to be our dinner date for Valentine's. So hope you all guys also enjoy this, and let me show you guys what we have prepared again. And also we have bought this fancy champagne to feel that Valentine's vibe.
That's it guys, we really enjoyed our dinner. It was really special, and it's something that keeps us going during this difficult times.
So if you tried it yourself, then put it in the comment box and let us know how it turned out to be. And so that's it guys. Hope you all guys enjoyed this video.
And a very happy Valentine's Day from us to you guys.
So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye.
Bye.
And this is the champagne which we brought.
Careful. Maybe don't let it fly, huh? Hold it.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.